Alright, 6-Shooter Texan. We're back with the second part of this video series. Air supply. Now, there's a lot of, just like the rifles itself, big bore air rifles itself, there's numerous ways of getting your air supply. Again, I'm a machinist, so I built this one. This is considered a air or a booster pump. It's pretty much a copy of the shoebox air compressor or air booster. That's one of the ways to get your air supply is a shoebox. They finally started coming out with some reasonably priced compressors, standalone compressors. Air Venturi's got one. They're about $1,500. You got some Chinese compressors coming out. You can get them on eBay, you know, 300 bucks or so. There's mixed reviews on those. Some work, some don't work. Some of them will last about a year, crap out, so it's a kind of a crapshoot on those to me. You can also go to your local paintball field. Most paintball, you know, especially your hardcore paintball guys, they use compressed air now. They don't use the CO2. The CO2, when you start using it too fast, it freezes everything up. So the paintball guys have switched to high pressure air, and that's been a long time ago. So, but anyway, you got. Let's start with this mine right here. This is basically a shoebox. Now, this costs us quite a bit of money if you buy a shoebox, and you have to have a oilless compressor to feed air to it. So now you've got another added addition to it. It's almost gotten to the point to where the standalones are cheaper to go with. This one's working fine for me. If it ever craps out on me, I'll just probably end up with buying a standalone one. We'll see how that goes. You also have, now they have the portable 12 volts. And they're designed to fill your rifles or your guns itself, not necessarily filling bottles. Maybe some small bottles, but that's about it. Because they're really designed just for a quick run, not get too hot and stuff like that. You have different, like I say, different. Okay, so you've got portable 12 volt ones, you have shoebox compressor one, you had the cheap Chinese ones, then you have the higher end Air Venturi's, Air Arms has one, Benjamin has a portable one, stuff like that. The next thing you're going to need is a way to store the air, and I'm running a Ninja 90 CI bottle. It has a regulator on it. Bottle holds 4,500 psi. It has a regulator that lets it out at 3,000 psi. You can go with bigger. You can get the big 60-minute air tanks. Those are the larger bottles like your firefighters use. They hold 4,500 psi. You're going to need all the equipment to convert it over from their setups to run, to be able to hook to your guns and stuff. There's plenty of stuff out there for that. There's a couple companies that sell your whole 9 yards in one shot to you. Those bigger bottles are probably brand new with everything on it, probably going to cost you somewhere between $700,000 and $700,000. Depends on what you buy. This one here is made by Ninja, like I said. It's a 90 CI. It was their way to get into the PCP world, and also uses this as a remote for the paintball guys, so they can carry this on their back and have an extra large tank, basically. With the portable ones, you can probably not very good for. Okay, had a little camera malfunction there. Back to what we was talking about. Size of the tanks, I believe is what I was trying to say, is most big bore air guns get about 3 shots per fill on the gun. With this tank, I get probably, the way I'm set up right now, probably 35 shots, and I'm done. That's taking this from 45 down to 3,000. So that's about all we get there. So the size of your bottle is going to depend on how much time you're going to be able to spend at the range, and also how many bullets you're going to get to shoot, I guess. So okay, that's going to wrap it up on this section of the videos, and we'll get into bullet casting next. Okay, this is my air supply portion of this video. This is technically called a booster pump. It's not really a compressor. I built it. You got air coming from a oilless compressor. It has to be oilless. It's about 115 psi regulated. Goes through the hoses, up through this filter, which is full of silica gel. Try to keep all the moisture out. Goes through the top stage, then the bottom stage. Then we got, it's coming through this filter, which is full of sieves. And I can't remember the number on the sieve, but it's designed to filter high pressure air, catch any more moisture. We're at about 3450 on the PSI. We're going to go to 4500 PSI. Going through this is the bleed off valve, going through our hose whip into my 90 CI Ninja bottle, and it's about 3500 PSI. Right now it's about 102 outside and I'm hot. Whew. So this will conduct my air supply portion of shooting a big bore air rifle.